So for this portion of the training, I'm going to be walking you through setting up your Google ad. Now, I do recommend that you do this from either a desktop or a laptop computer. Now, what your Google ad is basically it's going to put the website that we provided you with on Google. So that way, whenever somebody goes in and they search on Google for, say, an internet service provider, they type in DirecTV because they're interested in getting DirecTV service. They type in Spectrum. They type in satellite TV providers in their area. Whatever they search for in regards to getting brand new TV, internet, or phone service, your ad is going to pop up. They're going to be able to click on it. They're going to see your phone number. They're going to see your form, and they're either going to fill out the form or they're going to just give you a call and be ready to place their order or just call you to inquire about services. So this ad is going to generate you a ton of money. So if you want to start making money now and you're ready to get started, I recommend that you do this immediately because this right here is going to generate you 6 figures a year. So you will need a Gmail email address. If you do not have one, just go to gmail.com and set up a Gmail address. And then you're going to go to adwords.google.com. You are going to then log in. I'm already logged in here, but you're just going to log in with your Gmail email account with your Gmail email address and password. And then it's going to go to a screen that just says, what is your time zone? And then you're going to select your time zone and then hit continue. Once you do that, this page is going to come up. Now, it does have a tutorial here. It'll walk you through how to set it up. But I'm going to show you how. You're more than welcome to do this in your own free time. But for now, I'm just going to close this. This is actually the Google AdWords beta version. I do not like the beta version at all. I like the traditional version. So to access that, you're going to click on the wrench and click on Return to Previous AdWords. And this here is actually someone who was needing help setting up their ad. And so I'm actually setting it up for them. If you need any help whatsoever, please let us know. Please try to do it. Follow along the video, set it up. It's super simple, but if you have any issues getting your ad set up, please don't hesitate to ask us for help. We can actually share our screen with you and walk you through it if we need to do that. But this should teach you exactly how to set it up. You should be able to follow along with this video. You may have to watch it several times or have it open in one window while you're creating your ad in another window. But whenever you get to this screen, just click on Create Your First Campaign. And you can leave this at campaign number 1. I'm just going to change it to TV/internet. Make sure this is selected to search network with display select. And select all features. All features is going to get your ad shown to more people, so you want to have all features selected. Make sure these are all checked here. And we want to change this to United States only. We do not service Canada or any other country other than the U.S., so just be sure United States only is selected. Under languages, usually by default, it has all languages selected. You don't want all languages selected, so make sure that only the languages you speak in are selected. If you do speak Spanish, that is awesome. Be sure to check that box because the Spanish market is a huge market for DirecTV and Spectrum services. So be sure that any other language other than the English that you speak, be sure that you select that in addition to English. Now, under this section under bid strategy, you want to make sure that maximize clicks is selected because that is going to get you the most clicks. Do not select anything. Don't select this box for enable enhanced CPC. But under CPC bid limit, we recommend setting that at 50 cents. That does not mean that you're going to pay 50 cents for every click. That just means you're going to pay a maximum of 50 cents per click. If you put in less than that, like let's say you decided to put in 25 cents, it's not going to show your ad as much. So 50 cents is the best. Many of your clicks are going to be, 10 or 15 cents, but in order to show that ad to the most people, put 50 cents on there. Now, under budget, we recommend it starting out at $5 or $10 per day. That is going to help you get your feet wet. That's going to help you get some sales. This money is minimal compared to the money that you're going to be making. You spend $5 and you make $200, for example. So the more money that you spend here, the more money you're going to make. But just remember that this money is minimal. You definitely want to eventually, be spending $15, $20 a day. We have people who are making, $700 to $1,000 per day with us, and we want you to get there. But initially, until you, get your script memorized, you're getting orders, you're learning the process, and you're getting comfortable with it, to start out at $5 or $10 a day, we want you to see the sales, before you go spending more money. So go ahead and put in $5, $10, whatever you want to do. Now, I forgot to mention earlier that Google actually does not charge you until 30 days later. So you're going to be getting paychecks. You're going to be making money before you have to pay Google. So you're not going to be paying this money now. So just keep that in mind, that you're not going to be out of pocket this. You'll have your check to be able to pay your Google bill. So ad extensions, we are going to create those, but not here, because I have learned that if you create them here, you're going to have to do it again. So just scroll on down and click Save and Continue. Now, ad group number 1, you can leave it as that, or you can change it, TV service. It's just, this is so if you have multiple ads, that way you can see which ad this is and be able to identify it. That's all that is. You can leave that as text ad. Right here where it has final URL, that is where you're going to paste in the website that we gave you. So, let's see here. I'm going to pause here for just a second, and I'm going to get a URL, actually to this person here. I'm going to get their URL. So hold on just one second. Okay, so I've grabbed their URL and pasted it in here. And you'll be pasting the one that we provide you with right here. And then under headline number 1, you are going to put in satellite, TV, cable, and then use the plus sign, internet. As you can see, we used all the characters here that were available, so that's good, because we want to definitely utilize as much ad space as they allow us to. Under headline number 2, up to 80% off. $29.99 per month. Leave this blank. I'm not really sure what that is or what that does. Under description, type in disconnected. We can help. Bundle. Packages available. And this is a big one right here. Everybody wants lightning fast internet. So lightning fast internet. And once again, we used all of the characters. And this is kind of showing you an example of what your ad will look like here. All right. Now, under keywords, Don't use these yet. What we're going to do is we're going to put in about a dozen or so keywords, and you need to put in exactly the keywords that I put in. And then I'm going to show you how to get several hundred keywords off of the keywords that I'm going to put in for you. So you're going to put in internet, and then hit the enter key. Next line, cable TV, Bright House, and you actually want to do Bright House two ways. So you want to do Bright House spelled as one word and spelled as two words, because you never know how somebody's going to type it in to Google. And Bright House, just so you know, was actually purchased by Spectrum recently. So somebody may be looking for Bright House's phone number, and Bright House is now actually Spectrum. So that's why you're putting Bright House here. And then Time Warner was actually purchased by Spectrum as well. So we're going to do Time Warner and Time Warner Cable. I can't type today. And then Dish Network, because, hey, that's a competitor. We want their business, right? We want somebody who's searching for Dish Network's phone number. Then we're going to put in Satellite TV. And while we're at it, let's put in Satellite. See, I told you I can't talk today. We're going to put in Satellite by itself. And then Direct TV. And then we're also going to do Direct TV a couple other ways. A lot of people put it with two T's. Other people do it, spaced out. And then cable, charter. Let's see what else we could use here. We put in cable TV, we put in satellite, we put in satellite TV. Home phone service. And I'm just checking my notes here to make sure that we put in all the ones that need to be put in. Oh, Spectrum. I'm glad I checked because we did not hit Spectrum. That's a big one. Okay. Now, save and continue to billing. Okay, so I actually just clicked continue on the page that said United States. That then brought me to a billing page. And then that's where you're going to put in all of your billing information. Now, like I said earlier, they do not charge you ever until after 30 days. So you're not going to pay right now. You're going to get the opportunity to get a couple checks. And then once you get those checks, then you'll be billed by Google. But don't worry about, hey, I'm putting my card information. They're going to charge me today. How much are they going to charge? I'm going to be spending all this money before I get paid. No, you'll actually get paid before you pay out anything. So just keep that in mind whenever you're putting in your billing information, that your card is not going to be charged anything right now at all. So I did not. I just went past that screen and didn't put in billing information. This person here that I'm setting up the account for, they'll be able to go in and do that themselves. I'm just simply setting up their ad for them. So you would be on the campaigns page. So if you're not, after you put in the billing information, just be sure that you are on the campaigns page. Now, under the campaigns page, you're going to click on keywords. Now, as you remember, these are the keywords that we put in a few minutes ago. See, these are all those words that you put in. So again, you go to campaigns, click on keywords here. You're going to add keywords. Now, this is going to produce hundreds of keywords from those words that we typed in, because Google knows what people search for. When Google sees the words that we put in, they're like, oh, wait, people who search for that stuff, they usually type in these keywords as well. So Google will actually give you the words that people search for. So now this, if you didn't change yours, remember here on campaign 1, I put in TV/internet for the name. And then under ad groups, I put TV service. Yours will say whatever you put in those boxes here. So don't worry if that's something different than what I'm showing. But you'll highlight both of them. And look at all these words. And these are categories of words. So these are words that were created off the words that I put in. So you're going to click over here, add all from this category. Click on this plus sign, click add all from this category, and keep doing that. And what it's doing is it's taking them from the right hand of the screen and it's putting them over to the left hand side of the screen. And just keep doing that until you've done all of them. See, it's just showing common misspellings. It's just putting in ways that people actually search. See, like what I mean by common misspellings, how this person, searched. And these are ways that people actually search. And Google knows that because Google keeps up with that. And so it's going to help you get more traffic to your website by doing this. There we go. So that didn't take long. And you definitely want to hit save. And now we've got 328 keywords out of those, dozen that we had put in initially. I'm not sure how many it was. We're going to go right back up here. And we're going to do it again. Click add keywords again. And what it's going to do is it's going to create even more keywords off of those keywords. So again, select whatever you've got here under campaign 1, under ad groups 1, select that. And then it's under keyword planner, it's going to produce all these, and look, more keywords. See, I didn't even think about the TWC for Time Warner Cable. These are common searches for people looking for TV and internet and phone service. Click add all from this category, plus sign, add all from this category. Isn't that simple? And that saved you a lot of work. What if you had to went and research all those words and put in all those words? Google done it for you. And again, hit save. Excuse me. That one did come back and say low search volume. I've never had that happen before, but for whatever reason, it gave me a low search volume word. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to remove that word. See, now that word is gone. Okay, and now we're up to 593 words. All right. So the next thing that we want to do is, once you've got your keywords all in there, is click on Add Extensions. Click on Add Extension. All right. And, oh, no wonder. Under View, right here, so click on Add Extensions, and then right here, select this drop-down arrow, and we want to create a call out extension. Now, a call out extension is going to expand your ad. It's going to extend your ad and give you more ad space. So click the plus sign. And go down to new call out. You're going to be able to do 2 of these. So call out text, we're going to use, let's see here, no contracts, no deposits. And device preference, you can check that box. Most people nowadays use their phones more than they do a computer, so it's good to make sure that it's mobile friendly. Your ad is mobile friendly, so be sure to check the mobile box and click save. All right, and again, like I said, we can do 2 of those, so add a new one, and we're going to do no credit check. Four boxes free. And that's going to draw even more attention to your ad. See, once again, we used exactly the number of characters they gave us. Check mobile again. Click save. Click save here. So to reiterate what we just did, we clicked on under all campaigns. If you ever get lost and aren't in this section, just click campaigns at the top. All campaigns, and then click add extensions. Under view, click call out extensions, not to be confused with call extensions, but make sure this is call out extensions. Then new call out, type in exactly what I typed. After you do the first one, add another one, and then type that in, and then hit save. Okay, so we've got our call out extensions. That's expanded our ad. You see it's under review. Your ad, after you create it, can take up to 24 hours for Google to approve it. I forgot to mention that earlier, but you'll definitely know whenever your ad was approved. If you've got your credit card information in there, which, like I said, it's not going to be charged for 30 days for your ads. But when you've got that in there and your ad is under review, you will know that your ad is live, because all of a sudden your phone is going to start ringing. You are going to be getting emails left and right with forms filled out. So you're going to know whenever that ad, without even going back and checking, you're going to know when your ad is live. Now, we are going to now go to, we're still under ad extensions. We are going to go to call extensions. What call extensions does is it is going to put your phone number right on the ad. So when they click on the ad, it'll actually call. Like if they're on their mobile device and they click your ad, they can click and it'll actually call you directly from the ad without them entering your phone number or anything. So this generates lots of calls by just simply doing this as well. So you definitely want to take the time to click on call extensions, not to be confused with call out extensions that we just did. Add new phone number. And then whatever your phone number is, and let's see what phone number we're using. Oh, their phone number is 855. Nope, 833. Okay. That was wrong again. I'm looking at the wrong phone number. I have so many people that call needing help. So I've got different people's phone numbers here. Okay. So this person that I'm setting up the ad for, this is their 800 number. call reporting. I'm not really sure what that is. You can leave it on if you want, turn it off. It doesn't really matter. Click save. And then the phone number is under review. And the reason the phone number is under review is they're going to somehow check. I'm not sure how they do it. They're going to make sure that the phone number that you put is in your ad, or not in your ad. I'm sorry, it's on your website. And of course, we put it on there for you. So yes, your phone number will be on your website. So they just want to check and make sure that you're not putting like somebody else's number on there and they're getting all kinds of calls and it's not them. They would just want to make sure that the number on here actually matches the number on your website. So your ad is actually now complete. That is it. I mean, that was pretty simple. You may want to watch this video several times, but it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to do. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to set up your Google. But if you do have any problems with it, please, please, please let us know, and we will be more than happy to help you set up your Google ad, because this is where it's at. This is where your money is at, is making your Google ad and getting your ad seen and getting your phone number and everything out there so customers can call you and start ordering service through you. So there is a couple of things that I do need to show you though before we end this video. So under campaigns, you need to click on campaigns and then settings. Anytime you ever get lost, you can click campaigns here and it'll take you to this screen. But campaigns and then settings. And then click on TV Internet, or whatever you had your name of your campaign as. If you left it campaign number 1, then you would click on campaign number 1. Scroll down, and as you can see, these are the steps that we took earlier. This is all that stuff that we set up initially. But whenever you decide that you want to change your budget for the day, and you can do this as many times as you want to. So you can do this, each day if you want to change your budget day by day. However you want to do it, you can. But just hit edit and then change right here, change and hit save. And it'll automatically change the amount that you're spending per day. Just remember, the more you spend, the harder your phone's going to ring, the more sales that you're going to get. All right, and then the last thing that I want to show you guys, and this is something that you're going to be using all the time, or at least a lot of agents say that they use this feature a lot, is you want to be able to pause your ad. You may work a normal job, and when you're at work, you don't want customers calling you for this. You may have kids, and whenever your kids are screaming or you're on vacation or whatever, you don't want people calling you or filling out a form, because you're not going to be able to get back to them right then. So what you can do is pause your ad. So you're just going to select under campaigns, actually I don't think you even have to select. No, you don't. You just click, see where it's this green little bullet here? Click the drop down arrow and click paused. And your ad's paused. Nobody's going to see your ad. So your phone's not going to ring. Now it does sometimes, I take that back, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 minutes for this to go through. Or it could be that somebody was on your website and they haven't called you yet. They were on the website and they had a couple other windows open. They were looking around, and then all of a sudden they call you a few minutes after you pause your ad. So that does happen from time to time. But most of the time when your ad is paused, nobody's going to call you, because they're not going to be able to pull you. They're searching on Google and you're not coming up. So just, if you want to take calls from 8 to 12 in the morning, for example, have your ad unpaused during that time. And then pause it as soon as you've got to leave to go pick up kids at school, as soon as you've got to go to work or whatever. Just click and pause your ad. So you can take calls whenever you want to, wherever you want to. This is completely flexible. Whenever you're ready to get back to work, you've got some free time, you're just sitting at the house, you don't really have anything else to do, and you want to make some money, click the drop down arrow, click on enabled. Sometimes it takes about 5 to 10 minutes after you click enabled for it to actually start showing up on Google search. It's kind of a little bit of a lag there. And usually for about the first 20 or 30 minutes after that, I mean, you'll get some calls, but really after about 30 minutes of your ad being live is when your phone will really start ringing. And then sometimes you'll have to even pause it while you're sitting there taking calls because you're like looking and you're like, oh my gosh, I have 5 emails. I've got 5 jot forms that are filled out. I've got to call these people back, but I'm on the phone with the customer or whatnot. So you may be on the phone with a customer. Go ahead and log in. If you've got 5 people to call back and you've got people beeping in on you, go ahead and pause that ad. Once you call everybody back and you've got called up, go in and unpause the ad. And that's going to happen. You're going to have that happen more often than not. Um, but that's a good problem to have because you're making money. You will also be able to do this in the AdWords app. I do recommend downloading on your phone the AdWords app. You will be able to log in straight from your smartphone, and you'll just click on pause. I can also make a video if you would like. It's pretty straightforward. You just pretty much click on the app, log in, and click on your ad, and you'll be able to just swipe to pause and pause. Wherever you're at, you'll be able to pause and enable your ad back and forth. Sometimes you may need your ad paused for a week. I mean, you're on vacation, but you will be able to pause and unpause anytime that you want to. So I hope this made sense to you guys. Don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need help getting your ads set up. We do recommend you trying it, and getting as far as you can with it before contacting us because we are very busy. We're getting a lot of orders put in. Once you guys submit orders into us, we then have to actually submit those in for approval to Spectrum and DirecTV. So we are very busy. We don't mind helping you guys, but we do recommend that you guys, try this out and get everything set up as far as you can by yourself. If you do have your ad set up and your phone's not ringing, then something is wrong. Something has went wrong. You did not set it up correctly. Please reach out to us and say, hey, I followed y'all's video. I've got my ad out there and my phone's not ringing. I'm not getting forms filled out. There is a problem there, and we can actually, share screens and go in and be able to fix that problem for you and make sure your ad is working properly. Okay, so I hope you guys make a lot of money today. Be sure to watch this video as many times as you need to, and again, reach out to us if you need us.